have them at Chip's place, and now he carries them, and now a couple other places are carrying them.
Told you. Yeah.
And I didn't know they had THC and CBD.
Yeah, they do. They do. They're great. The cream is great. If you're looking for the cream, that's great.
So with nanotech, it goes from 11. Tell me a little about honeybee herb.
Oh, he would be better at it than I would.
No, you got to tell me. Come on.
Honeybee Herb is a company established in 2016. It's sold online. They are all tobacco and CBD oil accessories. We have quartz bangers, titanium nails, tweezers, vape pens, glass blunts, grinders, whatever you need.
Wow, excellent price point.
Excellent price points, very affordable. Everything ranges from about as low as $2 up to about $150, so extremely affordable.
What differentiates your product in the market?
It's all brand new products and they're all hand-picked, so if there's something that you see on another website, I won't name, but that's really expensive, you can definitely find it on our site, and we have a lot of exclusive products that were designed especially for honeybee herb.
Excellent. Thank you so much. How
No
you
problem.
Say I should talk to him, and look how well you presented that.
Thank you.
Honeybee, baby. All right. We are here with Hannah. Can you tell us a little bit about the organization that you represent?
Absolutely. So Students for Sensible Drug Policy is an international organization of college students working to reform drug policies. And we reform drug policies not only because we believe that it's the right thing to do to end the war on drugs.
Absolutely.
We think that the war on drugs is a war on our generation. And we think that it's our responsibility to work towards repairing all the harm that the war on drugs has caused, especially for disproportionate areas of communities of color.
Right.
And we think that the whole drug war, it needs to end. And so we're doing our part by reforming all sorts of laws, encouraging people to work on state, local initiatives, and also national initiatives, and getting out there, getting their voice heard, electing representatives that represent what the voters really want.
If someone wants to join, how would they join the organization?
So if you want to join Students for Sensible Drug Policy and get involved in a lot of the efforts that we have, you can go to ssdp.org and you can sign up to become an SSDPer. You can check out and see if there's a local chapter near you at a college or university, and you can join the chapter and be involved in what they do.
Awesome, awesome. And are there any target areas in Florida that you in turn, where you see the need most?
Yes, definitely. So some target areas in Florida, I would say, are the Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach area. Seems like the war on drugs has had a really negative effect on those areas, and we have a lot of people that are being negatively affected by the opioid epidemic in South Florida. South Florida is one of the origins of the opioid epidemic in America, sort of like the Mideast. So definitely South Florida in those areas near Miami, Fort Lauderdale, we need a lot of people to get involved to talk about how to keep people safe and save lives.
Okay, well, what do you think about the Orlando Marijuana Expo? You think this is a good event? It's much needed?
Yes, I think that Marijuana Expo like this here in Orlando is a great opportunity for everyone to come together as part of this community. People who believe that substance use should not be criminalized. We believe that it should be normalized and that we should use it to help others, and that we should start treating substance use not as a criminal issue but as a public health issue, and bringing it to people as a way to heal ourselves, to heal our entire communities, whether it be locally or nationally. So.
Excellent. Then this is Hannah. What's your last name?
Procell. Hannah Procell, Advocacy Fellow for Students for Sensible Drug Policy.
And the website one more time?
ssdp.org.
ssdp.org. Tune out. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you.
Charcasso. This is the future of art and cannabis.
Yes, it is.
Charcasso herself. So where'd you come up with the name from?
Because I love Picasso, and I'm an artist and a little nutty and tenacious.
Nice.
And thus Charcasso,
That sounds like hemp. A little nutty, a little tenacious.
as a matter of fact.
So what brought you into, why apparel per se? Why not oil and some of the other things that you've seen in the industry? What makes you, why support apparel?
I know a lot more about it. I'm on a training learning groove for the next period of gazillion years with this. So I'm new to this industry totally. And embrace it because of what it brings to the table, and the fact that my sister passed 2 years ago from breast cancer, so that was kind of the final kick in the ass.
Awesome, yeah.
Get it on the market, make some money. I contribute to, I donate quarterly to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation and Hope Grows Foundation to make a difference. And I've got some really cool products, high quality, and I've got a great distribution gal that works the west coast of Florida, and pitch in.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have tank tops, crew neck shirts, hats, pins, pendants, you name it. Where are you based at?
I live in Belle Isle,
Where is that?
here in Orlando.
Okay, right in Central Florida.
Correct, Central Florida.
And your website?
www.legalwana.com, and you can catch me on Amazon as well, under Legalwana.
.com. Shakasa. We are here with Generational Solutions, my man. So tell me, how did you guys get started?
Well, I guess it started out of a need thing. I had epilepsy about 6 years ago, and so I got introduced to CBDs, and we started doing processing on the west coast out in Oregon, and same sort of need exists out here in Florida, so we're expanding it, and we're trying to really bring it out to the people here.
Absolutely. What do you think about the conference today?
I think it went great. Overall, I'll give it rated really high.
We'd like to see more people kind of engage in the product. And
Yes, and that's the main thing. We need more people. Everybody got to do their part, but we need more people to come on in.
Absolutely. But you know, Florida is a virgin market, man. We got to deprogram to reprogram. We
Yes.
don't quite understand the science of cannabis,
Yes.
but we need more brothers like yourselves
Yes.
who are on the forefront putting the product out.
Definitely.
Now, what makes your product different, though? What stands you out in the business?
Well, I say we have a lot of control because we're vertically integrated. We take it all the way from the flower through to the products, and because we come from a patient base, me having epilepsy, and obviously the other people in our team dealing with MS, dealing with pain and whatnot, that we kind of want to make sure we have a very effective product that we can control from beginning to end.
Absolutely. What's the website?
GenerationalSolution.com.
.com. GenerationalSolutions.com. I appreciate it. I like that big G too, fellas.
And we're going to talk about a couple of different things in the veterans world. I guess we'll start with something that matters to me, and that's why is it important to us? I think we're a little bit different in that most people assume it's all for PTSD for us, and I don't think that's necessarily the case, and I would like one of my doctors on our panel to jump in and talk about some of the different conditions that veterans face outside of PTSD before we get on that much longer loaded subject. So if one of you guys wants to jump in.
Can everyone hear me? Hello, hi, I'm Dr. Kelly King, and I have a clinic in Brandon, Florida. I am a vet, and my husband is a vet as well. He was 27 years in the Army. I was 4 years in the Air Force. And he is now suffering from end-stage renal failure. He lost both of his kidneys a couple of, actually earlier this year, and we're waiting for a kidney transplant. He was wounded in a helicopter crash, and he has so many illnesses. PTSD, he is absolutely right. PTSD is just one part of what veterans face. I was a physician at MacDill Air Force Base, and I ran their internal medicine clinic, and so I saw retirees as well as active duty. And it runs the gamut. It runs the absolute gamut from pain, from jumping out of airplanes, and just from accidents, just from riding in the Jeeps over there and the up and down motion of the Jeep. They get TBI, traumatic brain injury. So the injuries that veterans face are unique. And when they have all of this pain, then it's wrapped up a lot of times in PTSD. But there is so much under the surface with veterans and what they suffer. It's tragic, and especially what they go through at the VA, right? And trying to get care from the VA. I have veterans that have wanted to do medical cannabis, and we put them on the program, but because they were in the pain clinic at the VA, and then they got urine tested, And then they were threatened that they're going to lose their benefits, and they're going to lose their services at the VA. They're going to, and it is just absolutely just because they had THC in their drug screen. So.